What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody's gonna be a little slight delay right quick, but I am waiting for everyone else to check in, and I will be right back, and the show will begin. See you on the minute. All right, everybody, just waiting on everyone else to check on in here. I'm your guy, Dollar Bill Skull. Welcome to the back and forth. I'm just waiting on my co-host to check in, but I hope everyone out there is doing well. Hope everybody's out there doing good. We got a special guest coming on tonight, so I want you all to sit back and relax, get ready for the night show. We got some good clips, got some good topics, just some good old back and forth. I'm just waiting on my co-host to check in right quick, and then we'll be able to get everything jumped off here shortly. I shall return. All right, y'all. Back in the building. Is everyone's phone bugging out? Is anyone having phone issues? Cause I can't seem to make any phone calls right now. My text messages are being delayed. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I can't even make a call out. I don't know what's going on with the networks, y'all. So, whoa, what's up with y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so here's what's going on. I sent out the link. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The show's supposed to be actually in effect right now as we speak. I'm waiting for my co-host to check in. I hadn't heard from one of them, and then the other one I did hear from, and right before the show, people just disappeared. So I know we've been experiencing some phone difficulties here lately with the servers, but I'm hoping everyone just be patient because we always have a good show. We got a very special guest coming on tonight. We got our brother Ishmel Colion coming on tonight, but I'm hoping they can log in because the networks, the servers have been acting really, really crazy. So we're gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna see if I can let me see right quick. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I can't make any calls. See, yeah, just got a message from my co-host saying his phone won't let him do anything. So I don't know what's going on, but there's something happening with the servers. Um, I don't know, but until then, I'm gonna play this clip and y'all let me know. Is this Kanye West right here?
Oh, it's Kanye, bro. Yo, I swear, bro, that's Kanye, bro.
Was that Kanye? Is that Kanye West walking around in the street with with sandals on, with house shoes on? Look like they was pink too. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, it's Kanye, bro. Yo, I swear, bro, that's Kanye, bro.
Look just like, yeah. Okay, yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, but there's something happening with the phone service tonight. And I don't know why it's not letting anyone check in. I can't even make a phone call out. Okay, let me try it again. I'm trying to make a phone call and I can't get through to nobody. I can't get through to nobody. This is crazy. So somebody tell me something. Hold on, let me see. I don't know what's happening. I mean, really though, if is anyone having any phone issues out there, if you're having any phones issues, tap in the comment section. Let me know what's going on. If you have any phone problems, if you're able to, if you're able to see this stream live, tap in. Uh, hold on. Okay, okay. It looks like people trying to get in. So let's see what's going on. They're saying they can't. Oh goodness, hold on a second. Oh goodness. Okay, let me try this again. All right, y'all give me a minute and I'll be right back.
Okay. You're muted.
I think Mark is trying to check in right now.
Yeah, man. It kept when you kept sending the other link, it kept giving me a bad link. Go to the main menu.
Okay, hold on. Let me send Mark. Mark a message real
Yeah,
quick.
the one that you just put up is the one I just used, and that
Yeah.
one works.
Okay, I'm finna try it. I'm finna tell him right now. Try this one. Because he kept saying his phone. I think these servers are still acting crazy too.
Yeah, it kept saying like bad window. 404.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it kept saying. That's why I was like, that's what I said. At first, I was backstage for the longest, and then he was like, "Wait, all that." I'm like, "We backstage," and then me and him was commenting in the chat that we was backstage.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, well, cool. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's just been a technical, weird ass kind of day with this shit. So, at the same time, I do apologize. I'm trying to get him I'm trying to get him on right now.
Or
Yeah, because damn, hold on. I think it is him. Hit me up, man. This phone is really tripping, yo. I don't know if it's something with the servers.
no, it's got to be a service because it can't be my phone, wherever Mark stay at his phone, and then because we all pretty spread out a little bit. So I'm thinking it's either service or just phone service. Period.
Yeah, man, something's going on because I don't like the fact that all of this damn delaying and
Hmm.
damn. I mean, I can't. Okay, so hopefully he'll come on. All right, so again, we 17 minutes in. We got a few people already checking the show out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything jumping right quick, and then until he gets on, we'll keep going until he checks in. If that's cool, if you're
Okay.
cool with that, if you're cool with that, if you're cool with that.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Period. I'm just it was freezing. You sound like a robot for a second, but they just came back when the screen got smaller
Okay, all right,
between me and you without the title. But go ahead. We
okay,
good.
all right. Well, all right, cool. All right, well, this first clip is Irv Gotti explaining how Ja Rule gave Jigga this song. Here we go.
Irv Gotti explains Ja Rule giving Can I Get It to Jay-Z.
Jay's in there and he's vibing. He's like, yeah. He said, yo, what's this? I said, oh, it's a record I'm doing with Ja. And I said, yeah, Ja got a hook. And Ja was like, yeah, can I get a fuck you to the bitches, one of my niggas who don't got no. Jay leaves the office. 5 minutes later, oh, what up? Yo, let me get that record. And like, what record? He's the record y'all doing. This hot. So I put him on the phone with Ja. Ja gave him the flow, the hook. Now Jay may get mad at me for saying that, but again, it's the truth, man.
It ain't even a question how my dope flows. I'm good to these bad hoes.
All right.
Well,
All right.
you know
All
how
right.
that go, bro. A lot of people been saying lately that Jay-Z ain't as great as everybody would like to believe. They talk about the years recently, those years that about him being on top and not really being on top, and now you hear this. I mean, nowadays we finally get to see what is the basically, we get to see behind the curtain of what really goes on.
Right.
For a long time we used to think that, oh, this person just came up with this or this person came up with that. It's
Right.
truly a spectacle when somebody comes up with something that's totally unique and off the top of the dome.
Right.
A lot of times when you see the finished product, you don't see who all had hands in the product.
True.
So
True.
I'm just saying. So I'm just
True.
putting it like that.
True. Yeah, I didn't even know that Jigga got that song. I thought that was like totally something that he came up with and just had
Right.
Ja Rule on the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, you just never know until these stories start to come out. And I'm thinking that the internet is, a lot of people are bringing these stories to life. Okay, I see how host is, I guess, is backstage, is checking in. I said, yeah, we
All
good to
right.
go. Yeah, so far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead on to this next clip. Now I'm just waiting on Mark to check in. So it looks like everything's kind of coming along as we go. All right,
Cool.
all right, and then this next clip is our brother Dick Gregory talking about the best direction to lay your head when you're going to sleep.
Sleep with your head north. You can add more time. If you breathe,
How do you sleep with your head north?
you find out what north is in the room.
What if my bed is this way? Which way is north?
Then you change. You
This
find
way?
out. I don't know. But I'm saying here's what you do. I take a compass on the road with me, and when I go to a hotel, I find out north. You take a baby and put a baby in the crib. The baby will seek out north. We keep straightening the baby up. The baby don't turn all the way around the crib. It finds north. Once you lay down like this, every nerve cell in your body is pulled due north. So if you're sleeping north, there's no pull. Just like it pulls a compass, it pulls every nerve cell in your body.
All right, I didn't know that. So what do you think about
Me
that?
neither. Shoot, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to find me a compass and find north. I need my nerves to calm down, especially with all these bills and stuff coming. I need my nerves to chill out too. So I'm gonna lay north too. Shoot, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's damn. He just left out. Oh, I think he's gonna come back in. Yeah, but I didn't even know that there was a certain way that I guess that you had to lay when you're going to sleep. I guess. I mean, he's older and he knows the type of things, but that's something totally brand new to me. Especially when he said when you lay a baby down,
Right.
and they automatically start squirming until they facing, till their heads facing on. I didn't even know that shit. I
Me neither.
totally didn't even know that.
Me neither. But that's that old wisdom.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All right. Now here is a clip of Charleston White talking about MLK. Now check this out.
Every hood, it's a Chinese Asian person frying fish and cooking chicken for. How in the are we eating chicken and fish from other mother good as we cook? That's that Dr. King. One man changed that, homie. That was one man's dream. That was one man's dream to go hold hand with white people to be able to sit at them folk counter and drink coffee from their coffee machine. That was one man's dream.
Why do you think that black people bought into that?
Well, they didn't. The youth followed that dream. The elders rejected. It was a big pushback, homie. Black people didn't like Dr. King at first. The elders, the youth bought into it. Why do you think so many young people was joining in on them lunch counter marches, getting their kicked, beat upside the head, just to be able to sit at a white man's table? I mean, get y'all out of there before you get your eye put out. Let's go back and sit at Muddy Hill spot. Now we can't find no Muddy Hill spots nowhere no more. But we all like to go eat his steak.
Okay. All right. Well,
So
go ahead.
nah, I'm for to say. I mean, you do got a point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Inclusion can sometimes lead to seclusion. If you see what I'm saying.
Right.
We still blessed around here to have some mom and pop spots. You know what I'm saying? To get you some food or some urban spots. But yeah, everybody wanted to, because once you integrate a service into, wherever, any town USA, something's gonna take a back seat.
Right.
That's just like if Publix came to your town, it was a small town. That means that mom and pop grocery store is gonna disappear.
Yeah.
So you have to start thinking about it. When these franchises like McDonald's started coming, Walmart started coming, all these big names started coming, and everybody wants to go there.
Yeah.
So, the little guy, the small business owner takes a back seat.
True. And also, I had also been hearing the same thing years ago from other elderly people that was saying that there was a time where black communities supported each other. They had their own economy. They was, buy and shop from each other. But at the same time, you had the same pocket of people who wanted to integrate, who wanted to go to that other part of town, spend money in the white communities. So with integration, that allowed Asians to come into our neighborhoods, the Arabs to come into our neighborhoods, and that at the same time, our people started spending more money in those establishments than they were in the black-owned establishments, and that in turn forced a lot of black establishments to close out because we was giving our money to the Arab stores. We were giving our money to the Chinese restaurant, you know what I'm saying? So and now when you look around, you see a result of that today. If you look in our community, you don't really see too many black-owned businesses at all. Now, I'm not trying to say that this is Dr. King's fault. That's just Charleston White's opinion. But there are a lot of older black people, baby boomers, who have pretty much said the same thing.
Right.
Now, again, I'm not blaming MLK for that because he didn't totally do that by himself. It was also black people in the community who decided to spend money in those establishments, which in turn made our stores close down. And we need our own Black Wall Streets again. We need our own, we need our own again. We need our own again.
Right.
It's crazy when you walk out the store. You got the Asian stores selling you not just Chinese food, but they also doing their hair. They're doing nails. You got the Arabs at the gas stations and some of the local convenience stores. You got the Indians running all the damn subways, and we don't have much. We may have like a barbecue, a shop, a barber shop, maybe a fish joint here and there, but we don't really have our neighborhoods on lock as far as economy wise.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, Chris Rock said it best. We don't got nothing over here but a few record labels and some liquor. So, and that's real. A few record labels and some liquor. Okay. That's about the extent as far as we came.
Right.
So.
All right. Check out this clip. This is real deep, and then we'll be right back. Check this out.
Did you ever hear about that one kid? He was a white kid, blue eyes. He was from Palo Ranchos Verdes, nicer area, right? And he kept going deep in South Central, and he wanted to be a part of the gang life so bad. Long story short, he gets into the gang. He's a Crip now, right? Because he had a Benz. He would drive them around, and that's the same car that they were using when they killed some kid. He claims that he was just a driver and he had no knowledge of it. BS story. And the other two people get time in jail and everything, and he gets off innocent. The lawyer's argument about the whole thing was he was a curious child who wanted to know about the inner city living kind of thing.
They're acting like this is like the Discovery Channel. Like, he wanted to see if this really happened.
They straight up said, oh, because he's white, they're black, they got time, he didn't. And that's what it really does seem like. And then later on down the line, he gets in trouble for some more shit. And then they're like, oh, just to prove it, like he wasn't the kid that he claims. He just got off because he's white.
All right, so a rich kid wanted to experience the street life, and then when it got real, he wanted to go back to being a rich kid.
Right, pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
And you know what? There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of these kids out here who look at TV, see the movies, and they like get, they imagination start running wild because they like all in awe of what they see in the community, and then when they actually experience it, it becomes a totally different thing, man. What do you think?
Man, I think Paul Mooney said it best. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. You feel me? So that hits the nail on the head. Like, you want the experience. That's just like, oh, I'm not gonna say that, but that's just like saying basically, everything that look good to you is not good for you. You know what I mean?
True.
So, maybe, and that's the thing. Like so many different ethnicities other than black, we don't get really too many second chances.
Yeah, you're right.
Like with him, he got to go and get off.
Yeah.
When they killed somebody.
Yeah.
And then later commit a whole new crime.
Yeah.
We don't get that opportunity. We get met with disdain. We get met with negative vibes from the gate.
Yeah.
No matter if you're a gangbanger or not, you still get met with negative vibes.
Yep. And again, he kind of pretty much made it look. He kind of messed it up for the real G's out there. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of out there. It's a lot of kids out there who's running these streets when they don't even have to. There's a lot of kids selling these drugs when they don't even have to. They only doing it because they just want to, I guess, feel the glamour of the hood. But at the same time, when it gets real for them, they abandon the hood right away. Now they don't want to do it no more. Now they ain't real no more. Now the hood was wrong and shit. So I've seen a lot of cases like that. Yo. And I think Shorty, when he got in trouble again, that showed the real him. Right.
Most definitely did that. So
Yep.
you're right.
Yep. All right. So it's 8:30. We get our special guest checking in from behind the scene. Hold on, give me a second. Let me make sure everything's good to go on that tip. Let me get them pulled up here.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I want to welcome to the show our special guest Ishmel Colion. Say, what's up, family?
What up, though? What up, though? How everybody doing, man?
What up with you?
Chilling, man. How you?
All right.
We're cooling.
All right. So,
Smoking over there.
yeah, he over there gagging off a square.
No.
All right, what's going on? Tell us what's going on with you, man. Tell us about your music. Tell us, just lay it down. Tell us about yourself, bro.
Shit, man. You know, I'm just in here, man. Shit, I done made it home on time for the, you know what I'm saying, for the little podcast tonight, man. So, man, I just dropped a single. You know, it's still Gorilla Money Cartel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that out there first and foremost, man. We just dropped She's for the Streets, new single just dropped on the 10th. Man, just still doing my music thing, man. That's all I love, man. We did Cartel Vibes last quarter last year. That was my little first little rendition, a little R&B based joint. You know what I'm saying? Came with Cheddar Talk before that in the summertime in July. Do a few videos off of there. You know what I'm saying? I just been working, man. I ain't stopping. You know, I kind of do all that. Somebody pinpoint your life or how your shit's supposed to go, and start doing my own thing, man. Shit, if you really go back over my discography, man, I done dropped plenty of shit in the last 2 years. You got to check me out, man. Ishmel Colion on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? I probably got about eight projects out there. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, man. Shout out to Weezy, shout out to Nice, shout out to DB, man. Mr. Behind the Scenes himself. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Right.
And ain't no alcohol in my cup, man. So I'm, you know what I'm saying, sober, doing the same old, you know what I'm saying, still rocking how I'm rocking. This shit don't stop nothing, man.
Hey, yeah, and you know what?
2 years.
Hey, you know
Almost
what?
2 years. There's water in this bitch.
Hey, no. Look, that's real because I want you to like kind of elaborate on that. Elaborate on how you made the decision to ease up off, you know, drinking and smoking, and how that's actually has some kind of impact on your life now. So go into that a little bit.
Man, so I smoked for 10 years, and I don't know, you know how like people were like, I need this for the studio and all that. It never did that to me. It didn't motivate me. It was just something to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, y'all know me. Y'all know I used to smoke like a motherfucker. Drinking, I drank for 20 plus years.
Wow.
My kids, man, I'm getting older, you know, and this is my kids growing up. I'm kind of like superhero dad to them. So it's kind of like my son posted an emoji of like a beer bottle off of like one of my videos. Like, I want to be like my dad. I'm like, damn. And the age he was when he did that is when I started drinking. So it was kind of like, I don't know, it's like a light clicked off. And plus, I got high blood pressure and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was really killing me. Like, I was drinking half gallons to the face by myself and still be looking for a fifth to wash it down type shit. Like, I was bad off. Like, I was really alcohol on the alcoholic type shit, man. And you know, it's funny the groups of people that's around you and shit. But when you go home and you throwing up and you waking up feeling like shit the next day, that shit, you just, man, I just said fuck it. I just said I quit. And I ain't drank since July. This July would be 2 solid years. I just don't want it no more. I done did it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What did it do for me? Nothing. I dropped more music without the shit than I did, you know what I'm saying, when I was on it. So it's not stopping that.
Okay. So health wise, that I mean, is it giving you? I mean, how does your body feel? You know what I'm saying? Is it you feel the difference? Do you feel the impact on that decision? Like how your body feel now? Is it, you know, like what's the difference? Can you feel that difference?
Yeah, like I've lost almost 20 pounds.
Okay, damn.
I was almost like 280 pounds off that lick. I'm like 260 now. You know what I'm saying? I don't really eat no crazy shit. I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I'm not a vegan, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. I mean, I feel good. Like when I get up in the morning, this is what Tell the difference. Well, I used to get up, man. I used to be hurting like a motherfucker. I had to sit on the side of the bed like this, like motivate myself to put my feet on the ground. Now I just get up and, you know what I'm saying, shoot out and shit. So that feel better. You know, my blood pressure ain't been crazy. I didn't even know my blood pressure was high until I went to the doctor, man. He was like, you supposed to have a stroke. So I, you know, shit like that. But
damn,
I don't know, like, I'm straight, man. I feel good. Shit.
Okay.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
All right, you got any questions, Kurt?
Yeah, so I want to know, how did Gorilla Money Cartel start?
Good question.
So Gorilla Money Cartel was brother's dream, Africano the Plug. So he wrote me, man, it was like 09, 2010. We used to get in a lot of trouble around the early 2000s, man. He wrote me from jail, and he was like, man, think about starting a record label, da-da-da-da-da. You know, he rocking, I'm rolling. So I was like, shit, bro, we're going to do it. So, you know, we went out there. I kind of like learned, you know, the little ins and outs of how to kind of get the company going and stuff. When he came home, I asked him, I said, what logo you like? Went out there, got the logo done. Kind of had like a little hiccups and shit. We was decide what group we was gonna do and all this type of shit. But at the end of the day, it was just me and him. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we branded it, man. You know, LLC and all that shit taken care of now. And shit, over the years, we still learning. You know, we learn the ins and outs, and it's just our shit. So that's just the brand. That's just what it is. And I always say, shit is always gonna be that unless one of these labels come in and buy it out. You know what I'm saying? Where they get it to be a universal collaboration, but it's always gonna be Gorilla Money Cartel, man. That's how it all started, man. My brother dream. I put a vision. I put the visual behind that shit, and together, man, we killed them. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing.
Okay. All right. And now, what is the musical landscape as far as urban artists in the city of Nashville? We know they call it Music City, but politically we know it's known for country music. But what is the hip hop landscape in Nashville right now in 2023? And do you see it making an impact? Do you see it coming back around to to getting itself back on the music scene again? Or what do you think?
Man, these young cats out here taking over, dog.
Okay.
Like we go to these clubs and shit, man. They got a whole little lane. They doing their thing, man. It's a lot of rappers. I feel like structure-wise, somebody got to take the back seat and, you know, get behind the scenes and kind of push it forward. I feel like it's a lot of selfishness around here. Not enough Chiefs, a lot of Indians type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. I can't speak for nobody else. As far as it coming back around and being strong like it once was, only time will tell, man. Everybody has their time. Memphis is really rocking right now, you know, but it's all about camaraderie. You know, a lot of people come together and made that happen. As far as other conglomerates coming together and pushing forward, I don't see that in the near future, no.
Okay.
But, you know, the only time will tell. And who am I? You know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion. So
right.
That's where I'm at with that.
Right. I feel you.
How y'all feel about it?
Go ahead, Kurt. What do you think about
it? I mean, I just recently met a young cat about 20. And, you know, I just think the youth of the city needs just direction more than anything. I think the city's had enough of people having to make it or quote unquote get it out the mud. But then once they get it out the mud or get an eye on them, they turn their back on everybody else. You know, a lot of us are too busy on worried about trying to get eyes to look at themselves as an artist rather than the city.
Right.
A lot of people, you know, it is people that do music around here. We need to try to catch more of the visuals. You know, good music speaks for itself. But once you get the visual with the music, and we don't need to go to Atlanta. We don't need to go to Texas. We need to stay right here.
Right.
When you shoot your video, shoot the visuals right here.
Right.
You know, this is not the city that it once was. You know, this ain't as country as people think.
Okay.
They just need to get just get a better eyeful of what we have to offer. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So you saying it may have to take another major artist to shine some light on the urban scene here in Nashville, like maybe like somebody like on the level of a Young Buck or you know what I'm saying?
No,
What you saying?
no. What I'm saying is this right here. We have all the ingredients to be like anybody else, like Memphis, like anybody else.
Right.
We have artists here,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good artists, and a wide variety of artists from conscious rap to trap music, all type of stuff is around here.
Mm-hmm.
The city is grown in size. So, some of the actual scenery that you would want to shoot a video or, the makeup of it, we can actually do that. We have a better standing. People know who we are now, basically. Just like a couple of years ago, we had the NFL draft here.
Right. Yeah.
So the country does recognize Nashville, Tennessee. Like I was saying, we just need to give them something different. We don't need a artist from out of town to blow us up. Basically,
okay.
We just have to, like we said, we have to keep it amongst ourselves. Just like when Black people want to keep money in their own economy, in their own neighborhoods and communities, they tend to deal with each other. That's what we need to do. We need to deal with each other.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense right there. Is this nice checking in right here?
Yeah, that's nice down there.
All right. Shouts out to nice. All right, so quick. Go ahead.
Production. Y'all need any production. Holler at that man right there, man. That's the GOAT, man. Talk about Nashville. That's one of the hardest producers I've ever heard. Period, point blank. I ain't putting no Nashville on him, but he is Nashville based, man. Y'all get in tune with my boy, man.
All right, so right quick, go into what is it like working with Nice? Like, what's this like? Mm-hmm. Give us the process. Give us the recipe.
Hey, man. He really down to earth, man. He's brutally honest. I've dealt with a lot of yes men in the past. He's definitely not that. Working with him, man, it's a pleasure, man. Like our process, I can't say it's like that with everybody, but our process, we go in there, we chit chat a little bit. We close, we friends. So you know what I'm saying. We rap, whatever. He just he look at me, he be like, "What's the vibe for the day?" I'm like, shit, I've been listening to The Baby or something. And he like, all right, you got something with me here and whatever. And then shit, I feel like he turned into a mad scientist. He just turn around and and he do this one thing is I feel like he gets something started, then he takes something out of it, and then he come with his snares and his snare rolls and shit is just crazy to me.
Okay.
But then he'll just grab an unorthodox sound and make them bitches line up. And you can tell he in there tweaking that shit. That's when you get to stitching that one, like stitching Frankenstein together. Okay. And I'll be back there just jotting and shit. By the time he finished the beat, he'd be like, shit, I'm ready when you is. I'm like, shit, I'm ready. Because I write kind of fast. So it's probably about an hour process, maybe. I don't know. I don't even count, man. I'd be in heaven. I like rapping and shit. So go in the booth. If the cadence ain't right, he stop me. He'd be like, "Nah, I say it like this." You know what I'm saying? He actually produces you. He wants not just somebody to rap on his beat. He wanted to be the best version of what it's supposed to be. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He did bring your tone down. Speed it up or do it like this. And you would do that. And shit, we just go from there, man. And I mean, I've been listening to the music, man. That shit been sounding sweet as hell. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit in store for y'all, though, man. We got some shit coming up, so.
Word.
Just all I can say is just stay in tune, man. Nice is the guy, man.
Yeah. From what I've been hearing from him, I mean, he's like, from producer to another producer, he's like one of my favorites. Him and a handful of other people down here, and it's not too many producers I give props to because a lot of them just try to sound trendy, but he is one dude that's got a hell of a sound. So most definitely big up to Nice for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, and also you've been working with Wee Wee, who's also another dope ass producer. So tell us what it's like working with that brother there.
That's my dog, man. Me and Wee Wee, man, been rocking shit. It's been like 12, 13 years now.
Wow, okay.
that process, man. You just pull up. He asked me the same shit, like, well, we vibing. But it's so crazy, like. I just be like, shit. He be like, what version you want to do today? You want to do the R&B shit? You want to do? He called my rap suit and tie trap. He said, I talk about. He said we doing the suit and tie trap today. Or we real funny and shit, man. I give him I got liquor and shit in my crib for people to come over, whatever. I be like, you want something to drink or whatever? He just get the tapping, man. He call himself baby fingers because his nigga hands so small, so that he get to tapping on that keyboard and shit, man. I don't know, man. It just be crazy. Like he lets you be more hands on. Like it's been songs that I went over there and tinkered around on the Fruity Loops and shit, and he take my shit and get to add his little, you know what I'm saying? So that process it's fun, man. We really be laughing the whole time. But like while he constructing this shit, I call him Dr. Dre. He just, man. I've probably done 150 or more songs with Wee Wee over the, you know what I'm saying, over the years. Okay. The Cheddar Talk, I don't know if people remember the last podcast me and you did, Dr. Dollar Bill. I was saying I wanted to do bucket list things.
Yeah.
But and part of my bucket list was to work and have a project solely produced by one of my favorite producers, which was, you know what I'm saying, Wee Wee, which I actually got 2 out of because Cartel Vibes, he produced that whole joint too.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just got in there and work, and it's kind of like when people think they know you, they kind of make a beat around what they think they know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know, we will play a sound or something like, now keep that. He be like, man, this ain't your, like, man, play that shit. And then the song, that'll be one of our best songs, other than something that, you know, coming with trap beats or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because they think that's all you want to do. And I'd be like, bro, I can only do what the music allows me to do.
Right.
It sounds weird, but you can't just give me any kind of beat and expect it to be a great song. It's got to be, I have to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Right.
Being a lyricist or being an artist or however you name yourself, you have to be at one with the beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the way it comes out after the process is all done always tells how you rocked with that beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been some tracks me and DB did, you know what I'm saying? This is like, man, you went crazy on that bitch because I was feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the process is just like that, man.
Okay.
But yeah, them 2 producers, man, they God given, man. Cause man, I swear to God, I've been praying for some dope production, and them 2.
Yeah, man, most definitely shouts out to Nice and Wee Wee. And right quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the latest single off of the Cartel Vibes joint called "She's for the Streets" by my brother Ishmel Colion. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's just a single itself. That ain't off the.
So that's not even off the card. This is a random.
It's my first 2023 release. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This by itself, man. I got this produced by Dagger Beats. I found on YouTube, dog. I reached out to him. I liked the beat I heard. I reached out to him, and we did all the little math on the little shit. Purchased the beat, worked the deal or whatever, and registered it, and here it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, for sure. Well, shouts out to Dagger Beats, and they call this joint "She's for the Streets," and we'll be right back after this one.
Shit, boy.
Stay tuned.
Bring the friends too.
Tell a bitch what I never do. Turn around, did it times 2. Apologize for the 1,000 times. Scroll my timeline, who I see is you. From Instagram to an OnlyFans. OnlyFans to a stripper dance. Somebody started out as a private dance. Next thing you know, she pulling down his pen. It's hard to say what she went wrong. My full account for her income. Boyfriend trying to build something. Whole time she trying to lick some. Pretty chick from the murder mix. Short brown skin with the perky tits. All 3 blunts in a Percocet. Double shot, $500. You could take her home and make shorty holler. Yours today and she his tomorrow. Crazy what these little bills do. Especially when them bills do. I played my role and played the fool. I done tricked off and been tricked too. Analyze, watch all moves. Peep game, watch a boss move. It's a couple $100. Make them bitches come and swallow. Only need her for the night. You can have her back tomorrow. It's a couple $100. Make them bitches come and swallow. Only need her for the night. You can have her back tomorrow. Catch her posing while I'm peeking. 501 she can keep them. I promise you she can keep it. I'm in and out, baby cheeks, and she looking up and she winking. Proposing to my soul through my pole. Proposing to my soul through my pole. Propose to my pole. My pole. Get her, wipe me off her lips and act like that bitch don't exist. I've been over talking slick, that baby oil got me slipping. I done hit it in the kitchen, now she asking me to pimp her. Not opposed to getting dough, told her this shit on the floor. I'm coming full and cold, like when I had them in my coats. I'm doing this one for the culture, cultivating, kept composure, potent poems, spilling over, stared down and she came over. Felt the feelings getting closer, kill that shit, let's get this dough up. I'm on. Ooh, baby, I'm on. It's walking back and forth, the money walking back and forth to me. It's walking back and forth, the money walking back and forth to me. It's walking back and forth, the money walking back and forth to me. It's walking back and forth, the money walking back and forth to me. It's walking back and forth, the money walking back and forth to me. It's walking back and forth. And that's that shit, boy. That's my shit.
Hey, that shit nice, bro.
All right,
I appreciate it, man.
All right. So, what made you want to do a whole R&B joint? What made you want to do that? You like one of the first few rappers I know that like really outside of himself and just did on some R&B shit.
I love R&B, dog. Like
Okay.
I grew up in the '80s. You know what I'm saying, man? I just, if I could like hit notes like Luther and all them, I'll never rap again. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I've always loved R&B, and this is like the melodic part of shit. Like that stand out more than anything to me. And this is like I just got to a point where I was like, I just want to do my own shit. I want to. Before it's all over with, I want to say I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you only get different results when you do shit different. So like everybody following a trend. What the fuck I want to follow them for? They not looking for me if everybody doing the same thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
hold on.
Yeah, I just that's what I wanted to do. So man, we was like, shit, let's get it. He was like, you always harmonizing and singing and damn near anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just something I wanted to do, man. And you know, he pulled up the production and it was like, shit, try your shot in the dark, man. See what it do.
All right.
That's the great part of being your own man. Shit, I'm gonna answer to nobody. Shit, I'm doing my own shit. I'm gonna do a rock album next. Fuck it.
Oh shit! All right. I mean, shit. Anything's possible. Did somebody shit? Just like when Jay-Z got with Linkin Park, that was a dope ass mashup. Yeah.
But you want different, like you crossing over into a whole nother market, bro. Like it's what I looked it up, man. That's like 7 billion people or some shit in the world. Like, what the fuck is you worried about what people doing in Nashville or, you know what I'm saying, or Atlanta or shit like that? If you doing the same thing they doing, I'm not on that type of time, bro. I'm doing my own thing. Like, I don't know, man. Being an artist, and I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still figuring things out, and it's like, why dumb it down and let's make a whole trap album or let's make a whole boom bap album. You know, you got to mix that shit up.
Yeah.
And you know, it was only 6 on the Cartel Vibes. It was only 6 songs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just did my thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love that project. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of right from your heart and just let your shit speak, man. And just that's how I'm coming.
Yeah, it's hella different. It's hella different. Again, big ups to Wee Wee because that show another side of his versatility on production. Because by
Right.
me being a producer, I'm always checking out, to see, producers reach different levels, and he really impressed me with that. So most definitely shouts out to him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll come back at the top of the hour. We'll get into some more of your music. We'll play another video, then we'll continue on with the rest of the show. If you want to sit on the panel with us to, go back and forth with some of these videos, you're more than welcome to do so.
No doubt.
All right, so we'll
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Man, most definitely.
Word all the time.
Yeah, so we'll take a 5-minute break and we will be right back, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.
Hey man, that beat hard, boy. I was freestyling.
Yo, facts.
Sound like
Thank
an
you,
old
man.
Sesame Street sample or something. Boy, you went
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you, bro. All right. We're back in the building with our special guest, Ishmel Colion, Nashville's own. But you're not originally from Nashville. Tell people where you're from originally.
From Beloit, Wisconsin, man.
All right. Now where's that? What's the closest? Is that closest to Milwaukee or what? Green Bay or what?
45 minutes from Milwaukee, an hour away from Chicago.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
So I'm like
So
right there on the border, man. Actually, South Beloit is in Illinois. So I'm right there. I'm
okay.
from right there on the border. Yeah.
So if I was coming from Chicago, I would pass through there first on my way to Milwaukee.
Nah. You would go. So Chicago right here. You would go this way to get to Beloit. You would go
Okay.
straight up. Y'all would go straight up to go to Milwaukee. Milwaukee is like on the water.
Okay. Okay.
You know what Rockford, Illinois is?
Yep.
That shit is 15 minutes away from Beloit.
You know what? I went to Rockford years ago. There's a place there called Amish Acres. Like this little Amish theme park thingy, right? And they had like all these Amish rides, but they know, hey, them Amish people know how to cook, dog.
That's who was up there getting your Amish shit on.
Hey, look, it was fried chicken, mashed potatoes, corn. It was a whole shebang, man. But yeah, that was like 87. I was about 16 when I went to that joint. It was a long time ago, but I'm familiar. I'm telling my age, man.
No, that's all good. I'm old too. Shit.
All right.
So what? That's the goal in life. Stay alive, man.
Ain't that the truth?
All right.
So let me ask you this question. Every artist has that moment where they come into their own and they realize that they are an artist. You know. So what was that defining moment or that defining song where you knew that Ishmel Colion has arrived?
My birthday, goddamn, the first day I came out that motherfucker shit. And I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of people can rap, bro. I was born to do this shit, bro. Like,
Okay.
I've been putting words together since I can talk, bro. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, you can see it in my kids. Like, that's just how I am. And I've been a wordsmith. You know what I'm saying? I used to read the dictionary. Like, I used to get in trouble in class. Like, you're not doing your assignment. Oh, they were reading, learning long ass words. Because when the bell ring, I'm finna go out here and battle this nigga real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna use some sweet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know that. I guess that's. I take that back. I guess that's all in the culmination of putting myself together. Man, really, I guess just these last few years, man. So, Visions of a Dawn kind of did it for me, man. Like, me and DB had conversations. Me and Nice had conversations. Me and my nigga B Howard had conversations. They just like, man, you need to do your thing, bro. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool what you're doing. Don't get me wrong, but just they knew more. You know what I'm saying? It was more to me, so I felt like that was it. You know, and man, shit, I went knocked on Nice door, man, and shit, here it is. The first song we did was Cash the Bag. When I played that for DB and other people, they was like, man, I ain't never heard you come like this. So let's say 2021, man, is the, I guess the next level of me came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no more holding back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no more stigma of trying to fit in. But I don't know. I guess I'll take it on the chin. So it just, you gonna do exactly what you sought to do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna live out your legacy, man, and it all starts. You know, people try to put an age on things and say it's over with at this age and everything like that. Man, I'm just getting started, bro.
Right.
I don't feel like I've ever worked this hard as far as like putting dope music out. Like, I used to do a lot of music, and I got hard drives to prove it, 700, 800 songs. You know what I'm saying? Computers that died because I didn't just record. That shit wasn't quality. Like, now it's like, it's a good balance of quality music and abundance of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you found your niche. It ain't hard. I write every day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and I don't say that to say I write every day and I write 3 times a week. No, I write every day. Like if you get down on your knees and pray at night, I'm probably writing a verse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like every I promise to God,
No,
bro.
I can dig
I
it.
put it on my kids, bro. Like I really write something and it's just so I can stay ready. I stay sharp. Like you put me in the studio with anybody, it's like he came with his verse. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be no cat hat rap back type shit. It's like damn, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it's so authentic, man. It's really parts of my life, parts of my heart, shit that I've seen, shit that I've done, shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go out here and just I just pulled up in a Maserati, Bugatti on all that. Man, fuck all that. Man, I'm doing my thing, bro.
Okay.
Here it is, man. Just keep rocking with me, man. It get better. It get greater later, man.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, we're about to get into this joint that I really, 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 really like, which is the title track from the Cheddar Talk album, Cheddar Talk. And Wee Wee is in this video, boom, bapping his ass off.
Okay.
Man, you don't know what kind of shit I had to pull off to get my nigga to come outside.
Hey, yo, salute to Wee Wee, man. He banged this beat out. So we're going to get into this joint. We'll be right back with the rest of the show. Let's go.
It's Gorilla Money, baby.
I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar. Talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar. Talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar. Talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar. Talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar. Talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar. Talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar. Talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar. Arguing. Ain't got time for that, rather hear my cheddar call. Baking soda, lathered in the pot, might pull up for a Giotto. Baby mama, bitchin' she ain't see me, but see I'm back to ballin'. Traffic stallin', told them I'm mobile, but just got off from hard. Juice and bottles, used to be off lean, earth almost took me off it. Person yamas, used to trap while homeless and still attended college. Fucking model, stripper hoes, exchange, they always bought me clothes. Back a rover, shorty thick as fuck, police had pulled us over. Clientele, always made a way, I missed to bring them over. 6 straight to a 8-4 server, nigga, that's a zip code. Piece and pitch out 80s, dime for dime, the door went crazy. Overnight, I came Mercedes, I've been reminiscing lately, nigga, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar. Mr. Colion, don't call my phone without my provolone. Kitchen calling. Fuck a job, I dream of boiling water, alma mater. Money talks, remember Tucker taught you, whip it cautious. Pop out it glisten, thought I saw a flounder. Broken knowledge, spend my last to get what's on the sauce, I bought a bag. Had these bitches taking off the counter, flicking ash. Smoking something, you think I'm talking marriage, future steps. We birthday twins and both came up from trapping, needed caption. I'm the captain, polo be the fascination, counting cash and love a thick chick with ass. Grasping off finances, plus my diamonds always dancing gram for gram. My only Grammy might just slide through Ypsilanti. Whoa, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back a ball. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking, I'm back to ballin'. Catch me on my phone, man, I'm cheddar, talking back up off me. I'll be back to mom, man, I'm cheddar, talking.
Yeah.
On my phone, man. I'm cheddar.
Yeah.
Man, we see you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Shit,
that's
man.
that heater, right?
Thanks to everybody that was a part of that, man. Thanks for Wee Wee for producing that bitch. Thanks, Big Bro Cash Bundles. Thanks, Barber G, for popping out. You know what I'm saying? That's my barber. I had to do a cameo in that bitch. Shit, man, that shit was done by Icebreaker Films, man. Them my little go-to guys, man. That shit was dope, man.
All right,
Word,
for sure,
word.
for sure. Nice joint, nice joint. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get into the rest of the show. We're gonna get into these clips, and you can be part of the panel and also add your punditry and your comment as well. Okay.
No doubt, man.
All right, so I did some on this clip a few days ago, but I want you guys to tap in on this. This is the 5 richest black families in America, and we're gonna come back on this.
The 5 wealthiest black families in America. Number 5, the Jordan family takes the 5th spot with $1.7 billion. This is the family of former NBA star Michael Jordan. Coming at number 4 is the Carter family with $1.75 billion. This is the family of Beyonce Knowles Carter and Jay-Z or Sean Carter, the music couple. Number 3, the Winfrey family comes in 3rd place with $2.5 billion. This is the family of Oprah Winfrey, the queen of all media. Number 2, the Stewart family of David Stewart from Worldwide Technology is worth over $6 billion. Number 1, which is the Smith family? The family of Robert Smith of Vista Equity worth over $11.9 billion. Those were.
Hey,
right.
man, I need $1 from all them motherfuckers.
All right, now let me say this. I commented on this earlier this week. Now, starting off the list of number 5 was Michael Jordan at $1.7 billion. Does that sound right for Michael Jordan to have been selling sneakers since 85? All right. Okay, see, perfect example. Perfect fucking example. Does that sound right to y'all? Why is Michael Jordan last on that list?
Yeah,
because we going up against shit, Jay-Z
right.
and goddamn it, Oprah Winfrey. He ain't in bad company.
Right. Now, so you got to think about it. When Jordan was coming out, they were still getting deals, But when they got a little bit more savvy in the world, black people start getting better deals.
Right.
So, and Jordan, Nike came to Jordan and said, "Hey, will you endorse our shoe?"
Right.
So even then, it's not like, oh, and also he is only one icon. Jay-Z and Beyonce are pretty much 2 icons, an icon plus a mogul, pretty much.
Okay.
So right. So then you have to understand, like, Michael Jordan is he's the primary person in his family to bring the wealth in or create their generational wealth. Okay. Jay-Z and Beyonce, both in their own rights, even if they was to split, they could still make generational wealth for their respective families.
Okay.
And it's crazy because Oprah Winfrey, pretty much the same way, because like her dad has a barber shop here. Mm-hmm. So, she came into and made it where her family had generational wealth. Now, the first 2 people, we ain't never heard of them ever.
Who was the second one again?
I forget his name, but he's in tech. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Go figure.
Right.
And he's worth $6 billion. We didn't know a black person. We thought Kanye West was the closest person, or Jay-Z, like we said, Beyonce, or we think Puffy is like close to being the richest. When notice is somebody we've never even heard of.
Yeah, that's because we in the music world. That's all they put out there is music moguls. And this crazy thing is, they don't even get that rich off of music, bro. They be the other deals that they cut. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, most definitely.
The d-tay and all that, and just the deals you make. It's like music is to get you in the door. The movies and everything else is what bring in that bread.
Okay.
Right. Correct. Okay. Correct. The entrepreneurship.
Right.
Yeah, like 50 Cent the same way. Like his music was dope, but shit, them water deals and power and liquor, you know what I'm saying? He going crazy with the other ventures.
Right.
Makes sense. All right. I'm glad y'all, gave me y'all opinion on that because I just need a little bit of clarity on that. All right, now check this out. This next clip asks the question, will 50 Cent ever forgive Young Buck?
He hurt.
Oh Lord.
You know, I told you I just got the call. Buck wanna apologize for the 18th time. And look,
Young Buck,
it's the
Young Buck
18th
wants to
time.
apologize. Okay.
But it's cool. It's cool because, like, I mean, that's on if crazy ass 50 gonna accept that.
He said for the 18th time. All right, so go ahead, y'all. Y'all chime in.
Go ahead, Ish. Speak on that.
Sometimes you gotta let shit go, man. I don't know, man. Buck hurt by that shit. You know what I'm saying? But over the years, I know we kind of like on the outside looking in on that situation, man. I watched something with 50 Cent. He was talking about he had got them their own deals with the Reebok when we got the Reebok deal or whatever. And I think he had a round table meeting. He said, 50 was working. He got him in the door. They was making like 250,000. It was something. They was making major bread. They was 20-something years old. He got him in the door doing that, got him the deals and everything. And he said he had him at like a round table meeting. And he said, what y'all got on y'all feet? Everybody look down, they see Louis, Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And he was like, Reebok was paying y'all to wear this shoe, to endorse this shoe. So he was like, basically, like right then, that's when he was done with their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave y'all a $1 million play, and y'all motherfuckers fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Buck just gotta leave that shit alone, man. I know that's, it probably haunted his spirit, man, to know he had a major deal like that, to see that man doing his thing, and you damn near to go to Kroger right now and see Young Buck and that bitch getting some motherfucking cold cuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
I'm for real though. Like,
that's a harsh reality.
That's real. That's real.
I see dog around this bitch like a regular joke, dog.
Right. Like I seen him at a bar not too long ago, and I just feel like, pick a side. I hate to say it. I know, we'll never know what goes on behind the scenes, but publicly pick a side. You know what I mean? It's been some years that they've gotten back together, G Unit as a whole. Then I would hear a diss track that he's done about 50, or I would see on Instagram, where 50 is on him talking crazy. So it's almost like a pick a side. One thing I can say, you can't say that Buck don't got talent, but it's just it's just basically, what happens when you don't conduct yourself accordingly out here. Some people get into the game and they follow their mentors. Some people get into the game and, the people who brought them in, they bite the hand that feed them. I mean, hell, look at the Game. Game did the same thing.
Yeah.
He had a slew of artists that basically, bit the hand that feeds them. So
he be crying for attention on IG, boy.
You talking about Game?
Hell yeah. Game,
I know it.
In my inbox on that motherfucker, man, come on, get to that girl. What you got going on? Let me promo mine. Go on with your goof.
Right. See, so
Yeah. All right. Now check this out. This next clip is real deep, and I like this clip, so I want y'all opinion on this one.
I don't do the things that everybody do to make it. I had to sit down and think about it. I don't want it like that. All I can buy is cars and shoes, a bigger house, more cars, and I want some more ass kissers. This is what rich do. This is what money is. If you really break it down, there's nothing you can really do with it. You're just stacking it up to give it to somebody. Because if something happened to you, you're not taking it with you. Once I start thinking like that, the desire for me to chase in this business and compete went away. I'ma just enjoy being a comic. Because at the end of the day, that's really the only happiness that I get.
All right. So he's saying in so many words, you can only stack so much money, which ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, after you bought all the cars and all the houses, what's left? So
that's true.
What do y'all think?
I think he got a point. At the end of the day, a lot of people, they spend their time trying to be corporate or trying to accumulate the wealth, but they never have time to actually enjoy it. Most people want to be bosses and entrepreneurs only to hear that their job or their business consumes them. They have no time to themselves. They can't move around as freely. Sometimes the most happiest people be the ones that's the brokest. I know it sounds crazy, but it be the truth.
Makes
It
sense.
is.
So I'm just saying, and I'll leave it right there.
Yeah, life is about balance, man. You know, like doing everything that you find fun is all well and fun, you know what I'm saying, until it's time to go to work and you gotta pay for these lights. Or you gotta,
Facts.
pay for this, and then if you let that consume you, you'll look up 10 years and be like, man, I've been going to work paying bills. I've been going to work paying bills. Like, what do you do for yourself?
Facts.
You old and great, you know what I'm saying? So it's like even with the music, like when we just sitting around writing and smoking, or when we was, young, just talking shit and just doing that shit was fun. But the music industry is about business. It's a business.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got to find a way to go in there and make yourself happy, get in that booth, and put out a product that's gonna bring back diamond accolades. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that to get to the level that you think you want. It looks good on TV, but you don't know about all the hard work. Like everybody that was on that rich list, they're not sitting out there bullshitting around. You know what I'm saying? They going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Everything counts. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
like a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and just be doing them bullshit punches trying to collect points. You got to go for the kill.
Yeah.
Lay that man down. You know what I'm saying? Like you go 10 rounds like this, he going all out. You doing this, just trying to collect points. You ain't going
Right.
nowhere with that shit,
Right.
bro. You gotta
Real quick.
you gotta make that shit count, man.
All right. Now check this out. This is a clip of DJ Envy and Master P going at it. Well, not really going at it, but Master P kind of called him out about some shit. So here we go.
When you said that, you hit the news to go viral for what?
Oh, you mean Irv Gotti?
Yeah.
Oh, the reason I said it because, during that time I was broke. Irv Gotti did it to me, so I ain't even gonna sit there and lie. I produced a record.
So Irv Gotti owe you money?
He definitely owe me 10 grand.
Man, what is going on?
Me and Mono produced a record for Murder Inc. back in the day, and I got my front end and I never got it back in, and they just was like, keep it moving, so I kept it moving. But I just remember, that's just one of the things you just keep it in your pocket and remember.
Well,
that money meant everything to me. Now, it doesn't bother me now. I don't need the money from Irv, and I speak to Irv all the time, but it bothered me because during that time, I was an up-and-coming producer. That was my first beat sold, and I didn't know the game. So Irv bought the beat. I never got a back end. He put it in the movie. I never got a money from it. But that bothered me because I'm like, damn, that money would have helped.
Yeah, and that's
but now I'm past it. You know, I speak to Irv.
Whoa.
What's that on? I want to watch that joint.
I think it probably was a
Breakfast
clip of Master P when he stopped over at the Breakfast Club. Yeah, but so what beat did Envy produce for Irv Gotti? What song was that? Did y'all know about that?
Nah. For all we know, it could be "Can I Get Her?" No, I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You hurry up and sold that shit to Jay. But nah, I'm playing. Nah, but seriously though, no. I just
But I'm gonna say this. I do feel what DJ Envy is saying, because if you're a producer and you get your first placement and the front end is when they just pay you off the top, okay, here's whatever. But that back end, like the publishing and the points and stuff, he didn't get that. And I feel him on that, because that could have been something that he could still be collecting money on right now, I guess, depending on how big the record was. So that's Irv Gotti kind of jerked him out. I don't know whatever the song was, but I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna find out. But if it was a hit, then he was fouled for that.
Now I'm gonna say this in conjunction with what we're talking about. Now don't be like Shy Money.
Right.
When 50 hit him with the, hey, I give you a point, man. Just hold tight. Now I want the 50,000. You see what happened to Shy Money?
I know.
He lost 950,000 bullshit and trying to rush 50 on that 50,000.
Yeah.
So it's
big time on that.
Yeah. So
yeah, he lost that big time on it.
Ownership is very important, man.
Oh yeah.
Anybody listening and looking for a PowerPoint, the bulletin out of this, ownership is important, man.
Mm-hmm.
People will try to buy your soul and give you a couple dollars to do, you know what I'm saying? Hold you over for a month or whatever. Like they'll pay you out, they'll buy you out of your soul, man. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Yeah. And okay, keeping in the spirit of the music industry, here's Young Jock explaining the Bad Label contract.
You know, right now, if I get a loan for my business, right? I got an idea. I have a business. You give me a loan to start my business. I get it going. Boom, I pay you back. I walk with my business. I walk as the owner of the business, the CEO and all that, right? If I get in the music business, all you're doing is giving me a loan. You be in a bank. You know what I'm saying? You're giving me a loan to produce my music, distribute my music, right? But once I pay the loan back, I don't own the rights to my music. I don't own my masters. So that's a bad deal right there for me if you really sit back and be like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, you gave me the money. I done made you the money back, whew, probably 15 times over. Well, why don't I own my masters? Why don't I own my likeness? That's a bad deal. Show me another business model like that.
Bam.
Ownership
That's
is
true.
important, man. Ownership is important, dog.
Hey, man, what he said was on point because the music industry is the only industry that pretty much, and I think Hollywood, they end up owning your intellectual property as well. But everyone else, if you get a loan and whatever, eventually over the course of the time, you end up owning. You get, what I'm saying, you get all the paperwork, you end up owning your stuff. So what do y'all think about that?
I mean, that's true. But but that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? We learned the game late. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have black artists around here even before rap music who didn't know these things. You know, you'll be amazed how simple things are behind the scenes. But when you come from a place that's poverty stricken, you're not trying to check every article of every contract and every section. You're not trying to do that. You're just happy to get out the ghetto at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, missing the forest for the trees, if you will.
Right.
So.
Right. Your comments, Ish?
And I agree, man. Like, I don't know, man. You got to educate yourself. And like you were saying, like, when you said something about, like the music thing, like for our elders and stuff, it's crazy because what hit my mind was like, man, they stole our identity and formulated a whole genre, yet business and subgenres and everything off of somebody just speaking from their soul, not getting paid from just speaking because they love something. You know what I'm saying? They took our love and translated it into a dollar for them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you look at, I mean, like if you go back 100 years, man, just think about little hymnals and everything, motherfuckers were singing and shit, and then just look at the world now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Our identity is in everything as far as music.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and I do feel exactly what Young Jock was saying. That's the only model in business that you end up not owning your intellectual property, even though you've paid, you've gotten out of the hole with the label, but they still end up owning you. Man, people have gone through hell trying to get their masters over the last, I don't know how many years, man. And Prince was on that in the 90s. Remember, he used to wear that slave on his chest.
Right.
He was on that back then because he was trying to go. He was going through the back and forth with them about Purple Rain and all the other stuff he put out on Warner Brothers. So he was on that back then. So again, rest in peace to that brother as well. All right. Now this next clip is called "The Hidden Truth About Black People."
The first commandment out of the 10 commandments is thou shalt have no other gods before me. When the children of Israel were in the land of Egypt, they were exposed to false gods, a polytheistic system. The Greeks had their god. The Egyptians had their god. This God that we read in the Bible is the God of the children of Israel. The God of Israel is not the God of everybody. When you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and it talks about the curses were given because we broke God's laws. God told us what would happen to us. All of the nations know the key to their power is keeping us ignorant to being the children of Israel, keeping us completely blind to the fact that we went into slavery as a nation of people because we broke the commandments of the one true God. There were multiple times when Israel would go into slavery among different nations because they served other gods. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Whoa. Okay. So I've been hearing this for a while too. So so you guys chime in. Saying that the Bible, at least portions of it, big pieces of it, is Black history. It's about us. And it's saying that we as Black people have broken God's covenant. And because of that, we have been cursed. And we've been scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. And we've been into bondage and slavery and yada, yada, yada. So everything that's been happening to the Hebrew Israelites in the Bible is actually happening to us now. Saying in so many words, that's us. So what do y'all think?
Well, I just would say like I'm not. I mean, I guess so. So I guess the Hebrew Israelites back then, I guess they were like the main source of entertainment. Because today in today's society, I feel like the main source of entertainment as Black people,
Right.
we are the main source for the world as far as entertainment is concerned.
Right.
We've already talked about people like Jay-Z and Beyonce. We've already talked about people like Michael Jordan. You know, we watching new films by young black directors like Creed 3. You see what I'm saying? Jonathan Majors just signed a major deal with the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the next 2 to 3 years. You're also looking at, I mean, just a lot of advancements with Black people, but we don't own everything that we are partaking in. That's why I say we're the entertainment. If you take away Black people out of the entertainment sector, America will be pretty boring.
Right.
America wouldn't have half the endorsements that they have. It's a lot of stuff that goes on, that we really like what Ish just said, the music. We're in every video, commercial, it doesn't matter. You damn near just the other day, Logic, the white rapper Logic just did a cover of Ice Cube's Today Was a Good Day.
Whoa, okay.
And it's almost like an alternative band, acoustic type, different whole take on it. Okay. But I mean, you even have artists of later generations still intrigued on the entertainment that we provided like 10 to 20 years ago, if not 25 years ago. So, I just wish that we would, I wish we were good enough to play for them and good enough to be in the club with them.
Okay.
But it seems like right now in America, we're only good enough to play for them.
Right.
If y'all see what I'm saying.
Okay.
And the same, you know what I'm saying? Just think about 50 years from now, what they're going to be sampling and recreating, you know what I'm saying? When we gone, you know what I'm saying? This shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
We missed the class somewhere, man. But we still, we still building as a whole, man. There's certain amounts of us that would kind of have figured it out, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Hopefully it get greater later, man. We shall see.
I know, but I've always been kind of questioning if Black people are still so-called cursed because of a covenant that was broken centuries and eons and millenniums ago. Why are we in 2023 still suffering from a curse? You see what I'm saying? I would assume that over the course of the time, Black people would have learned that, and we would, this new generation wouldn't already know about that curse. I just don't understand why we're still under this so-called curse. It makes it seem like our creators got a grudge against us, or is holding a grudge against us still to this day. If that makes sense.
That's really a mindset thing too, man. It starts, in the mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're enslaved mentally, you're gonna react. You're gonna react enslaved.
Right. Okay, I feel you. I like that.
Yeah. Like I mean, it starts like when people are in jail or in prison or subjected to wheelchairs or anything like that, they feel like I can't do anything. I'm bound to this. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Just go anywhere. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You can do anything, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now each one teach one, that's a major key. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of us don't do that.
I agree.
Where I live at, in the circle I live in, everybody don't look out for each other over here. It's segregated without even saying it's segregated. I got black people live next door to me. It's some Kurdish people live the next door, and then right next door, they vibe with each other. The other guy, he might speak here and there. The Mexicans stay down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like that. So it's somebody come do something to my crib. Ain't nobody gonna look out for me. I know who gonna. It's either they did it or they gonna tell me who did it. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
That, you know, like it's segregated for no reason, bro. And it's just all off of how you look.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
black, I'm black. We got the same skin color, so we banded together.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
That's how everybody look, dog. That shit is crazy, bro.
Hey, look who just chimed in. TY, turn your mic on, fam.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Oh,
man, I hope y'all fellas, how y'all doing this evening?
Doing good, man. Thanks for checking in. I just wanted to chime in right quick while our brother Ishmel is on. As a matter of fact, while you're on, TY, let everybody know. Tell everybody what you do and about your business, and just let us know about yourself, family.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I go by TY38. I own a car cleaning service called Your Way Mobile Car Care Service. We basically service Nashville and surrounding areas where we come to you. I also do a little bit of music here and there. I do editing, do a lot of videography work, trying to get into photography. And then I'm Ish right-hand man. So.
All right.
Podcast.
All right.
Man, them motherfuckers, the Renaissance man out this bitch.
All right. Well, all right. Well, hey, TY, if you like to, if you got some time, can you write out the rest of the show with us? We only on to 10 o'clock. So if you want to chime in,
I can rock it out with y'all.
All right, well, cool. Well, check this out. Well, this next clip, I brought this up for Ish. I brought this clip up for Ish right here. This is Trick. This is from your area. Trick as the mayor of Detroit. So let's go.
What's happening? Detroit been overlooked since the fucking Motown era. Trick was just the person with the experience on both sides. He got 1 foot in the soil, 1 foot in the industry.
Trick, he mayor of Detroit. I don't care who you is. You go out there, check in with Trick. If not, don't go to Detroit.
Yo, we went out to Detroit. You know, we had a gig to go to. Someone has locked the gates to the venue.
Trick had 100 people? Sit down a Rick Ross show? Fuck, how you do that?
We have Rick Ross right outside here. He's in fear of his life, and Eddie is not performing here tonight. And he may never come back to Detroit.
We knew he wasn't the guy you wanted to fuck with, but that shocked all of us.
Motherfucker, I'm serious as hell. Don't send y'all people here. I'm sending them home ass naked with no jewelry, no clothes, and I'm keeping their wallets.
It's a street nigga with power, man.
Hey.
So hold on. Was that his promotional ad for mayor?
Funny as hell.
That could be right. Hey, look.
Bring your people up here.
You go home ass naked.
Hey,
Right.
I've been hearing about the legend. I've been hearing about Trick for years. Now, I met him actually in 2000 back at the Impact Convention. I did an interview with him for a magazine I was starting, and he was cool as fuck. He was down by law. But I've been hearing about how much power he got up in Detroit. So, you know, if this guy's able to shut a Rick Ross show down, that dude got some power. So go ahead, chime in, y'all. What y'all think?
I mean, shit, like I said, street nigga with power, man. Since you got the streets, man, you got power, shit. One of them, you know,
Man.
coming to your territory, just like, you know, how your shit is in Chicago and shit, man. Motherfucker just can't just come on any block doing no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna pull that. So.
I just say he the equivalent of Jay Prince in Detroit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's evident that's somebody you don't want to mess with. Anybody that can block your bag that bad, you know. So, you know, Rick Ross didn't want to go to that concert. His fat ass would have left naked. So, you know.
Yeah.
So,
well, I know he beat up Styles P in front of JD Kiss, and JD Kiss ain't do nothing. So, hey, that's all I gotta say.
Wow.
Hold on. Who did that, T.Y.? Who did that?
Trick. He beat up Styles P. He beat up Styles. They was at a studio session, and Styles P kept talking that shit. And Trick told Jadakiss he better get his man. And Jadakiss said he told Styles P to chill out. Styles P didn't chill out. He whooped on the boy. Man, he beat up Trick Daddy too. He beat up Trick Daddy with a champagne bottle, man, in the club. He didn't beat that boy upside it. Yeah, man, Trick a monster, man. Like
I believe it.
Like, man, dude, like that's why when you see with Eminem, when shit was going with Eminem, motherfucker, like you better go get Trick. Damn right, I'm gonna go get Trick, nigga.
Yeah.
And you say ain't nobody said shit to him ass since. They ain't said shit to him ass since. So yeah, like
Hey,
it said, man,
He
when you
did
got the
do a
streets
song
behind you.
talking about him and shit. I think he had a song with him or something.
With him?
Yeah, he do actually got music. Eminem do got music with Trick. Trick actually got songs.
Damn, man. Trick. Hey, look, Trick got his own show on Shade 45. So I go figure. So
I mean, he better.
On his Suge shit, man.
Yeah, on this Suge shit
Right.
big time, right? But shouts out to Trick, man. He most he on some Suge shit for real.
Tell them niggas I want.
Man, big facts.
Yeah. All right,
Young Bird told the story about Trick when he took his Transformers chain. He finally told this whole story about that. He actually got on one of the podcasts and said it was a misunderstanding, but shit, them niggas came and did what they did. Ain't nothing I could do. Shit, like, hey, like, I had to respect this shit. I mean, this nigga town, so it's, you know what it is, you know.
Yeah. Damn. All right, well, check this out. This next clip is again Charleston White, and he has a message. I think this is a message to whoever he's beefing with. But check this out.
Lil Boosie, you hollering you the last one left. I was gonna wait to the end of this. I was gonna wait to the end of this Vlad video, but I'm gonna tell you now, Lil Boosie. Let me tell you something, Little Boosie. You must forget. I know the you was in Angola with. Don't make me call Eric Solid or E Solid up, cause you must forgot, Little Boosie, Terrence Hatch. You did not walk the yard with killers in Angola.
All right.
He be goddamn it on everybody else.
So what is his beef with Boosie? How did they beef start?
Dog always into it with shit. I don't think that shit valid, man. Dude just everybody something.
You know, basically, yeah, Go ahead, T.Y.
I know. I'm finna say, I just really think he just whatever popping, he jump on. You know what I mean? He know the algorithm, man. Like, man, he know the algorithm of YouTube.
Man, what?
So whenever something going on, bro, I don't give a fuck if it's about Anita Baker. He gonna have something to say about Anita Baker, bro. I promise you. Dude know what he doing. He a genius. I give him that much. He know how to keep motherfuckers. He like Kanye West. He know how to keep his name in our mouth.
He like that one dude, the Ball brothers' dad.
Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah. LeVar Ball.
Damn, not LeVar. Not LeVar, bro.
That motherfucker was everywhere talking shit, trying to get his sons in the NBA.
True.
White. He don't give a fuck what's going on. Motherfuckers eating chicken. What you eating chicken for? Like, he be just on some other shit. Every time you turn that bitch on, he watch them shits, man. He going on everybody. The last shit I seen was the shit about he pulled up the T.I.'s paperwork party or something. Ride by talking shit. Like, it's just always something. Like T.Y. said.
But he didn't go in that motherfucker, though. He didn't go in that paperwork party.
T.I. ain't finna play with dogs, man.
That nigga would have caught a motherfucking footwork party.
Right. Man, what?
He done caught a bad one off the top. Yep.
You ain't never lied.
Yep.
Now, did y'all see the footage when he pulled that gun out on dude on his podcast?
No.
Yeah, man. You need to find that. There's one where he on somebody else's podcast or something, and dude kind of like get up and say something to him. That nigga pulled his gun out on dude, bro. Yeah.
I did see here today that he got stopped by the feds on some allegations of kidnapping.
Dang.
I did see that.
Always something.
I did see that. All right. So check this out. We're gonna get into this next clip. This next clip is what Method Man says about the new kids today.
They're not teenagers anymore.
Okay.
This new breed, mean ages. That's what they are, mean ages. Take the T off of it, put an MEAN in the front. They're mean ages. I mean, these teens are horrible, horrible. They're trolls in real life, not just on the internet.
They troll you all day.
Yeah.
Do your kids recognize how? I mean, listen, you're cool now, Meth. But did they recognize the level to which you were the standard for cool? Women thought you're one of he's regarded as like one of the most sexiest artists they've ever had.
Let Laura say that. You could.
But you know something? He likes to say it. I'm just gonna let him.
Laura, am I wrong though?
No, absolutely.
Women have
not.
always loved meth. I remember in high school, all the girls loved meth. Are they aware of the kind of stature you truly have had in this game?
No, and I love my kids.
All right, he called these new kids mean-agers. All right, what do y'all think?
I just was talking to my moms about something kind of similar to this the other day, man. I was telling her, like, man, I feel like that generation, this generation that we're raising, man, like, I question myself as a parent, man. These ones is crazy, dog. Like, that internet, man, I don't think they prepared. Like, my oldest is 19. You know what I'm saying? And she still act like she 12, man. You know what I'm saying? She still need a helping hand and everything, and it's fine with her. You know what I'm saying? Like my nephew, he 20. You know what I'm saying? Like same type of shit. Like it's crazy. Like they don't have that get up and go. I feel like they acquired everything that we saw as fun or group activity. And they just gravitated to that. They didn't think about anything as far as the hard work or the ingenuity that it takes to get to these levels and still maintain and go to school and all that type of shit. They just have attitudes and they got phones and internet. They don't give a fuck about nothing else, bro.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Kurt?
I was just gonna say that basically in a nutshell, I mean everything he's saying is right. You know, half of the people. Well, these teenagers nowadays, half of their parents are single parents. You know, half of the parents is in the club. Half of the parents done raised them from the time they was 10. I mean, from the time they was born up until 10 and 12. But by that time, you know, their parents, they want to live life too. You know, they don't want to be doing that. You know, watching their parents had to do the same thing for them. So it's a lot of non-parenting things going on, for the lack of better words, because everybody's chasing the bag. You know, a lot of parents and
They're not teenagers anymore.
That's another thing. You know, that's another thing that's going on out here. So it just comes, you know, down the pipeline. Like if it takes a village to raise one person, and we no longer have a village, then who's raising them?
Right.
So, you know.
Right. I feel you. Yep. All right, now check this out. This next clip is about this NBA security guard and how quick he was to snatch this chick. This dude is quick. Check this out.
What's going on here? Oh, wow. Look again. How did security act so fast? What are they, psychic? No, the actual answer will blow your mind. That guard, Pierre Felix, was tackled himself by NBA security. As a poor kid, he and his friends would save up money to buy one ticket to a game, then sneak everybody else in through the back door. But one day they got caught, and right before they were gonna go to jail, the head of security stood over them and pulled out free tickets for everybody. He said it was better for them to be there at a game than out in the streets. When he grew up, he got a job in that building, but he got a tip that the protesters might be coming. Pierre recognized one of their faces, even though they were in a disguise, and watched to see if they would even flinch.
Hey, on these motherfucking duties that day.
Hey, he dashed out there fast as hell.
It's like when that motherfucking foot hit the ground, that motherfucker was on it.
Right. Sure. You ain't never lied. Came to the defense like Champ Bailey out there. Do you hear me?
Man, he was
safety all day.
Yeah, he was real quick.
So
bro. Go ahead.
I would like to say this. You know, it's funny how we as a society, we see people who are pretty good at being criminals. They don't get penalties. They get hired. And I'll leave that right there. You know, if you that damn good, you gotta get hired, right?
Hey, you know what?
They
That's
don't
like that
get
movie
killing me.
Catch
They
Me If You
get hired.
Can. Have you seen that movie Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah.
That was based on a true film about how that guy was finessing writing these bad checks, getting these free flights, but at the same time, he was so good that the FBI hired his ass.
Right. That's right.
And he's in a department like check fraud and stuff like that because he knew how to get over. So he was teaching them what to look for. I mean, damn. I mean, you're right, Kurt. Good ass point.
I
You're
mean, if you
absolutely right.
can't beat them, join them. Shit.
Just like they say, hustlers is the best workers at work. You know what I'm saying? The best supervisors, best managers, best all that type shit. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta do wrong so you can clean it up later on. Shit, just like Jay-Z,
Right.
one of the richest motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
Be cleaning this joint up, man. Show you how to do this, son.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna play one more clip and then we're gonna wrap everything up. This clip is a clip of one of the relatives of the Buffalo shooter and how he tried to attack the guy in court.
My sister Catherine Ashley was a great person. Cat didn't hurt anybody. None of their family did. You gonna come to our city and decide you don't like black people. Man, you don't know a damn thing about black people. We're human. We like our kids to go to good schools. We love our kids. We never go in no neighborhoods and take people out. Don't do
So what do y'all think happened to him after he got snatched up?
I don't know, but it sure took a lot of white people to hold him back. I do tell you that.
Yeah.
It was like what, 5 police, white police, the damn another lawyer was trying to get into it, and that was a pretty big nigga.
Yeah,
it was pretty big.
So
Hurts on dude.
Yeah, now there's another clip that reminds me of that. Now check this out, because this one reminds me of the same thing. This happened when Jeffrey Dahmer was in court.
Oldest sister of Errol Lindsay, whatever your name is, Satan. I'm mad. This is how you act when you are out of control. I don't want to ever see my mother have to go through this again. Never, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you. This is out of control. Don't fuck with me, Jeffrey. I kill you. God damn it. Look at me, motherfucker. I kill you.
Hurt you, Nathan.
I kill you.
See what happened when black people have been through so much damn trauma, and then you got shit like this going on, and now we know that they're not gonna let them put their hands on them. But at the same time, I feel that pain, man. I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, how else you gonna react to something like that, man? Motherfucker ate your child or brother or sibling or something, or motherfucker killed your people, and you see that motherfucker, how you gonna react, man?
Yeah.
Something happened to one of my people, dog, and I'm a presence to them. I'm not even gonna do all that talking, bro. Like, that shit crazy, dog. But you don't know how you will react in no situation like that. That ain't no
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a quick question for y'all.
About, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, T.Y.?
So since we talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, make this real quick. So how do y'all feel about Netflix? Should Netflix be paying the family of those victims off the money they made from that Jeffrey Dahmer show? Because you got to think about it. They talking, ain't like they making it. Ain't like they ain't saying it's Taiwan Hines. They actually saying it's my name. So imagine my kid watching this and seeing like, damn, they probably never knew these things about their daddy, and now they watching this stuff 20 some odd years later, man. That's just bringing up trauma. So do you think those people should get paid because Netflix making money off of it?
They had to get the story from somewhere, so I'm sure they sat down with some of them families, man. I wouldn't sit down, if I was to go through something like that, and people would ask me to get that story, I'm gonna charge a fee. And I need points, like how we was talking about the education, the music, whatever earlier. I need points on the back end and all that type of shit. That's something that they would negotiate. You would hope that them people got paid off of there, but If they didn't speak up for it, I'm sure they would have just tried to get off on that shit. That's where people would get in there and be like, "Oh, that's not how it really happened." And, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have contractual agreement to make it be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you got your hands on something, bro, like full control of it, ownership or whatever, you work a deal, you have a lot more, you know what I'm saying, leg in as far as trying to do something like that.
Right.
So it was their job to speak up, because I mean that story's been out there.
Right. Yeah, but you know, when you do a movie adaptation, if you're not careful, it could come under forms of slander, regardless. You know what I'm saying, or defamation of character, regardless.
Right.
I would like to say this about the situation. For anybody who's watching, we as Americans gotta get off the infatuation with killers. Like it's like the more that somebody is, you know, a monster or despicable, the more we tend to idolize it. You know, it's like we champion bad behavior. You know, I was watching Chris Rock the other night. I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen it by now. We champion people who basically show their ass for attention, and we shouldn't do it. You know, yeah, you know, before they came out with the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, then they had the what is that? The guy who dressed up as a clown. I forgot.
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne
Yep,
Gacy.
he got a movie. You know, he also had a cameo in the damn Jeffrey Dahmer movie.
Yeah, he sure
So
did.
so it's just like we glamorize that too much. Charles Manson's another one. You know, but
show like you said, they just had a whole TV show on him.
See, you see what I'm saying? So we need to quit idolizing that. You know, these people who live in infamy, we still give them their flowers, so to speak, and we shouldn't be. But I'll stop there.
But you know what, though? I'm going to add on to what you're saying, and we're going to wrap it up. Now, I've always said this years ago, that America loves its killers. They love its killers. So to add on to what you're saying, Kurt, I do feel you, but at the same time, people wouldn't have that obsession if it wasn't put in their face by the American media. So when you have people in Hollywood and producers that's retelling these stories about John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson, those families' victims are re-traumatized all over again.
Correct.
30, 40, 50 years. Right. So when you have a movie, a miniseries, a documentary, a book, you see what I'm saying?
They're making a way to get paid. That's capitalism, man. They capitalizing off of your trauma.
Exactly.
And then they also embedding dangerous ideas into the youth, because they gonna watch that.
And you know what?
Right. Kids that watch that shit, then you think about 15, 20 years from now, they could be the same, that they could trigger the same type of, you know what I'm saying, something wrong in their mind, and they're like, well, I seen this on a movie or something like that. Like you're training them.
So they're not creating generational wealth; they creating generational trauma.
They create generational trauma because
that's gonna be the new shit,
right? Because over and over again, you're rehashing these stories. The same thing with the Atlanta child murders. Even though they just did the documentary and it was real deep, you still got some of those people who are still alive, those mothers who are still alive, and those siblings are still alive. And every time these stories come up, it rehashes the trauma all over again. So the answer to TY question, I hope, I don't think Netflix broke any of those families off. I don't think, even when they do a film about the shooting at Columbine, even when they do a film about the shooting in Buffalo, because I know that's coming, those families are not going to get any kind of compensation for that shit, man. They be having people in Hollywood that do this, that will do the research. They'll go all around to get the information they need, but won't talk to the family members because they know they're gonna get screamed on about it. So
somebody in the courtroom, they got all those details. They probably sold them rights to somebody that want to produce a movie off of it.
Yeah,
capitalizing off of your pain, man. Just like music, bro. Like they capitalize off of that shit. Like the most people with the biggest story about being from the ghetto and shit, they capitalizing off your, you know what I'm saying, your upbringing, the shit that cultivated you. You know what I'm saying? It's all like that, man.
Yep.
You got to learn how to balance that shit. You can't sit there and leave these kids in front of the TV, in front of Netflix, just because you want them to shut up. It's a part of us raising them kids the right direction, man. Even though it get harder and harder, you know what I'm saying? But we still got to come together. Like you said, it take a village, man. It's 4 of us on here. Hopefully we reach enough people that understand that, man. It takes more than just us talking or just a couple of us, you know what I'm saying? Grab that kid, let them know they fucking up, man.
Yep. All right, so we're about to wrap it up. Anything you want to say, Ishmel Colion, before we go?
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Gorilla Money Cartel, man. It's still a motherfucking force to be reckoned with, man. She's for the streets out now. Cartel Vibes out now. Motherfucking Cheddar Talk out now, man. Follow me on IG, Colion608. Ishmel Colion on YouTube, man. I need all subscriptions y'all can do me, man. I'm gone, man.
All right, anything you want to say, Get Mo, before we head out, or TY?
Sure. Go ahead, Mo.
Oh, no, you go ahead. No problem.
Oh, well, y'all already know, man, how we do, man. I appreciate my man Dollar Bill for always inviting me along with the ride. And just check him out. Or, he was on my YouTube channel. He just did a look into an entrepreneur. So go check out that episode. That was episode. Don't give me the line. We're gonna definitely check it out. It was a great episode. And like always, man, I appreciate taking me on the ride, my boy Ish, my man Gitmo, and my man Dollar Bill.
Right on.
Word. Well, just in closing, I would just like to say thank y'all for stopping by, on the back and forth. Every week we try to do something enlightening and entertaining at the same time. I'd like to give a shout out to you, Ish, for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Love the interview with you. TY, thank you for stopping through.
Back and forth.
Much love and salute.
On my shirt, man.
Yep. Big time. So, and DB, back to you.
Right on. I want to thank everybody for checking in. I'm apologize for all the technical issues earlier when we played this back, but the show still went on. Shouts out to my boy Mystery. He couldn't make it this week, but it's all good. Everybody been having phone issues today, so
AT&T, they said it's messed up.
Right, so it's not our fault, but I'm glad that we were still able to get on. Thanks for my brother TY for checking in. Again, thanks to Ish for being our guest. Thanks for my brother Gitmo for checking in. And we are Dirty, and we'll see everybody next week.
Peace.
Peace.